Hey everyone, it's Chris Langton here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the ever-present problem of gym membership stagnation. So why does it feel like your gym has hit a glass ceiling with the number of memberships or the number of clients that you have? Why does it feel like maybe you're spinning your wheels a little bit, acquiring clients and then also losing some on the back end, and the gym growth has sort of stagnated? It's a very common problem. If you're not familiar with me, not familiar with the channel, my name's Chris, and I help gyms to scale and grow profitably so that they can impact more lives and then at the same time, of course, take care of themselves, take care of their families, and not work themselves into the ground trying to run their gyms. So without further ado, we're going to get into the topic really quickly. It's going to be quite a fun and hopefully interesting video. We're going to be talking about why this glass ceiling exists, how to calculate that, where it might be for your gym, and then of course what you can do about it to wrap it up. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so let's look at the first thing, which is why this glass ceiling exists in the first place. So please don't mind me, I'm wearing blue light glasses at the moment. I hope it's not too distracting. So let's take an example gym. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm a left-hander, so this is going to be pretty ugly. So I'm using my right hand for the mouse. All right, so let's take an example gym. Let's say they offer boot camp style group, large group training, and then also maybe an upsell into semi-private or private training. So that would be like PT. So let's say the existing membership base is about 80 people. And every month they have an inflow of, let's say, oh goodness, 8 new people that come into the gym and sign up as new members. So let's say 2 of these come from referrals and maybe 6 of them came from some kind of marketing, some kind of ads, or maybe through the website, whatever it may be, right? So 8 fresh faces come in and sign memberships in a month. And the typical churn rate for a gym like this, the industry average is about 10%. So you can see, let's say this right here are the new 8 faces that come in. What's going to happen is that 10% churn is going to kick in, that month to month 10% is going to kick in as well. So this group over here are going to leave when those new 8 come in. So what we can see by the end of the month is this is the gym at the end of the month. We are back to square one, which is 80 memberships or 80 EFTs still. Okay. So this tends to happen for gyms a lot. They reach a point where they have stagnated their membership count. Now, why didn't this happen earlier than it did for this gym? Well, it depends. It depends on their acquisition, right? And it depends on their churn. So the acquisition is the inflow and the churn is the outflow. I am so sorry. Wow. So it depends on their acquisition and it depends on their churn, right? So the industry average churn is about 10%, like I said earlier, right? But if their acquisition was, let's say, a little bit higher than 8 coming in per month, 8 new members per month, then this hypothetical ceiling here would be higher, right? So this is what I need to give credit to Alex Hormozy for this idea of the hypothetical gym max. I just want to take that idea and illustrate it to you in a slightly different way. So let us now posit that this gym has decided to do something about their marketing, improve their ads, improve their SEO maybe, etc. So now let's say that this 6 that has come in from their marketing has doubled to, let's say, 12. In fact, no, for ease of math, let's say that it's gone up to 14. Okay, so they've got 16 total, right? 16 total, 2 from their referrals, and then they've got 14 now coming in from marketing. So they've added 8 more new members per month coming from their marketing. So inflow 16 to 80. Oh my goodness. To 80. And outflow is about, let's say, 10% again. So they gain 16, they lose 8. They will end that month, with 88. So 88 new members. So then that's going to keep increasing, right? So then the next month, they're going to lose about 9. If industry average churn 10% stays the same, they're going to lose about 9. They're going to gain 16, right? So in total, that's going to be plus 7. So the next month after this, they're going to be at 95, etc. And this is going to go on. This is going to go on. They're going to grow slowly. The growth is going to decline because that 10% churn is going to start catching up with this number 16. Now this number 9 that's increasing now here, it's this 8.8, right? Actually, because 10% of 88 is then going to be 10% of 95, which is going to be 9.5, which is going to be 10. And it's going to increase and increase until we get to the same exact situation that we were at earlier, just that now the glass ceiling of this gym is at 160 because they've got 16 coming in from their acquisition. Wow. And 16 are leaving because 10% churn has caught up with the acquisition system. So then the glass ceiling will be 160. Now, typically, a gym's ceiling is going to be around 80 to 100. That's what we've seen. That's been sort of the typical averages that we've come across in the market. So why this happens? So there's 2 reasons, which I've already actually kind of touched on. One of them is the power of your gym's acquisition system. So how are you guys getting leads? How many of those leads are converting into members, right? And then the second thing is, what is the gym doing to ensure that members feel like they want to stay? So retaining members, customer retention, basically. So those are the 2 things that a gym can focus on to improve this hypothetical glass ceiling that a gym would reach. Because you can see that if I took this exact same gym and they have doubled their glass ceiling from 80 to 160 just by improving their acquisition, right? So if we translated this into revenue or just EFTs, that's double. That's double the revenue without touching anything else in the business, right? And that can happen just over the course of a couple of months. So now let's posit that this gym does more on the retention side of their business. So for instance, the gym starts having weekly check-ins or bi-weekly check-ins with members, maybe sets up membership events where, it can be outside of gym events, maybe barbecues, etc. for members to come by, just slowly doing a couple of things to improve customer retention at the gym. And let's say this brings retention down from the industry average of 10% down to, let's say, 5%. What's going to happen to this glass ceiling over here? This is now going to shoot up, right? Because let's say we just have this situation, 16 coming in, 160 total memberships. This becomes 8. And look there. Our gym has now gone to 168 memberships next month. 16 minus 8. Right? And so the gym is growing again, right? And the gym is going to grow until 320 is going to be the new ceiling, right? And this is how the math works out. So if your gym feels like it's hit a hypothetical ceiling, these are the 2 things that you should be looking at. You should be looking at, what are the acquisition systems of your gym right now? Is everything being done that needs to be done? When leads come in, are you guys calling them straight away? On the first day that they opt in, how many times are you calling them? Are they getting a text or an email or a call, or all 3 of them? Are they getting that within 5 minutes that they opt in? Right? These are the simple, small things, but nobody does them, right? Like this is the problem, right? This is why very few gyms become really, really successful. It's just by doing the simple things. Are the leads being called? Are the leads being followed up with properly? Are the people that haven't showed up for their appointment, are they being called? Are they being told that, hey, you were missed? You missed our appointment today. Just wanted to know when you'd like to come by again. And then on the retention side of things, it's the same, right? Are members that miss workouts, are they being called and told that they were missed at their workout today? Are they being checked in on at least weekly, at least bi-weekly, right? Their progress, are they being celebrated? Are they being talked about? All of this stuff is going to end up affecting the number of EFTs at the gym and the revenue of the gym, right? It might not be crystal clear from a from the perspective of being in the gym and working in the gym, and you might not notice the few members that, let's say, need a little bit more attention and that are on the path to actually dropping out or leaving the gym, maybe just because they needed a little bit more attention, right? All of these things are visible if we zoom out from this perspective like this. So yeah, it all comes back to the controllables of the business at the end of the day, right? Because your acquisition systems and your retention systems are both things that are under your control, right? So it's never going to be some wacky voodoo magic or some kind of weird unbeknownst reason why your gym's growth has stagnated. It always comes back to cause and effect, right? That's all that the world is. It's just cause and effect. So if you can increase your acquisition systems, if you can double the amount of people that are coming in and signing new memberships, and if you can halve the number of people that are leaving every month, you just quadrupled your gym's membership glass ceiling, right? So the math always checks out. The numbers will always check out. It's all down to the controllables of the business at the end of the day, always. So I think that'll be all. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was just a useful concept to go through if you haven't seen this sort of thing before. It's useful to understand. And yeah, if you are interested in how I and me and my company, we help gyms with this sort of thing, with their acquisition and also with their retention systems, you can check out the link in the description below. It's completely up to you. You don't have to click it. It's only if you are actually curious about what we do to help with these issues. But again, no pressure. Nobody's forcing you. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful. And thank you so much for making it to the end. I really appreciate you watching. And that'll be all. I'll see you in the next one.